There's my walnuts for today. Doesn't seem like very much considering it was a whole bucket. But not to worry, there's an entire backyard full of them. And there is the lovely Tennessee sunset.
Starting on kitchen prep.
So I'm not saying that a contractor is going to watch this video and go, oh God, they did that perfectly, because we're going to do things that are probably a little bit cheap. But what we're not going to do is leave the cabinet shelves in with the little plastic things and then paint over the top of them, and then like leave the mark where the shelf used to be unpainted.
Oh no, this is a better example. They just painted around the shelves on these.
And they didn't even like look at how they painted this. Like this. I mean,
okay, so keep in mind, we are perfectionists.
for sure.
So we tend to obsess about these things. So we understand that not everybody will
Is a perfectionist.
do
I
that.
get that. Yeah.
This whole house, every time we look at anything in this house, it feels like it was a rushed job.
Yeah.
Like they gave themselves a week to completely redo the entire house, which in their defense, we're giving ourselves about a week and a half to redo the entire kitchen.
Yeah.
But that's just one room. And I'm not saying that what they did was bad, because obviously this is the room that made us want to buy the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so good job.
Like the rest of the house we're like, but the minute we saw the kitchen and the dining room, we're like, we need this house. So obviously they did something right.
Dude, I can see daylight. Oh
no.
So jar. So there's just a big gap on top, so it's like daylight going. It's fine. It's
I thought you saw daylight as in like there's a
outside,
hole
no.
to.
But it is gonna make it hard to paint back here
It's okay.
because it's I don't know what these things are, but
They also left a lot of things behind from the guy who owned it before us, not the girls.
girl and guy.
Yeah.
I think
they were two girls.
No, I think I misheard that because I've seen
Whoever owned it before the guy.
I've seen their mail, because again, nobody's changed their address, so we still get mail for like the last 3 people who have lived here.
We have like 4 people's mails in this house.
I mean, I just got a bank statement for the guy. I may have even gotten a check for the guy who used to live here, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with that.
And it might be a check from us.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi. So today is Sunday, which means we've been in Tennessee for a week now.
Officially 7 days in.
Yeah. So we have been working super hard on the house, and we've been like pretty much the only place we've gone to is like Lowe's, Home Depot, Chick-fil-A, and
The grocery store.
And like shopping. We went to the iHome.
At home.
Mm-hmm. We trying to do home decor stuff and all that. So we've just been like shopping and getting the appliances into the kitchen, all that stuff. But today we decided to take today kind of off.
Mm-hmm. Today was we decided to have it be kind of a rest day.
Mm-hmm.
I went to church today. Mom stayed and did her crochet project. I came home and have been working on some businessy stuff that I will announce later.
Mm-hmm.
And then we decided,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty exciting.
But we decided we're both very hungry, and we still have the bare minimum in the kitchen because the kitchen's not done.
We have a working refrigerator and we have a working stove. We could have a working dishwasher if we just plugged it in because the water has been hooked up. We just haven't installed it yet. And the microwave will happen once we get the rest of the power situation figured out. But eating in that kitchen right now is not okay. There's
Everything's
just like
covered in sawdust right now.
It's not good.
Everything's covered. Like, it's not a good place to eat right now. So until hopefully we'll be able to finish sanding and get some paint on there and maybe get the cabinets put back together in the next 2 or 3 days. And then we're gonna have the electrician come in and fix our microwave and get all that up and running. So maybe by Wednesday or Thursday, we'll be able to actually use that kitchen.
Which will save us some money because we've been eating out a lot.
Yeah,
which is not good for our bodies either.
Oh, for sure. But it's also kind of been the goal because I have a wedding to do next Saturday. So I need to have everything baked and prepped and ready to go by Friday at the latest.
Thursday, hopefully.
Thursday, hopefully.
Thursday next week, not this week.
This coming Thursday.
Is it the coming Thursday?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I'm like, we have 5 days to finish this kitchen.
We are kind of at peak season right now for fall, so we thought we would get out. We would enjoy one of the great things about living in South Knox, and which is the food scene right here on this little strip that we're gonna go down.
They have a really nice like waterfront park at Suttrie's Landing, and just a couple blocks over from the waterfront is just a couple blocks over from the waterfront is this huge like mile-long street of restaurants. There's breweries, there's coffee shops, there's a pizza joint, there's a couple like farm to table things. So we're gonna go walk around and see what tickles our fancy and maybe try out some new things.
It was nice of him to pile it up like that for me. I love leaves. This is Suttrie Landing. It's actually still under construction, so like phase 1 is clearly done, but they still have like another phase they're working on over there. But it's gonna be beautiful. I'm surprised it's not like covered in people. It's pretty quiet down here.
Yeah, usually there's like, it's a lot like Salish or Oaks Park, I guess, where a lot of people like do birthday parties and stuff down here. Yeah. But I guess it is a little windy today.
It is windy and it is cold. The bottom did just drop out, so
there's like 40 degrees.
Oh, look at this beautiful tree. Beautiful.
Yeah, I broke out the turtleneck today.
Yeah, so we went and got pizza and it was actually really good, and it had vegan cheese, which we don't usually venture into vegan cheese because usually it doesn't taste very good, but that was actually quite nice. Yeah. Bailey wants this walk to be very fast, so she just took the box with her instead of taking it back to the car.
My bones hurt.
She's afraid I'm gonna walk for hours, and she's just like, I just want to walk for like 10 minutes and then we'll go back to the car.
So when it gets cold, my joints hurt because I've hurt myself so many times.
She's like the body of a 60-year-old woman.
If it was warm out, I would totally be down. I would be super down to go walk and explore parks and stuff, but it's so cold that my hip and my knee hurt so bad right now.
It's crazy. There's your truck, Bailey. So this is us painting cabinets at 7:30 at night.
After I spent all day sanding.
She did. She sanded all day and I worked all day on catching up at work. So this was the best time to get started.
Hey Bailey, besides all this painting we're doing, what else did you accomplish today?
I have applied to several markets, and so far I am going to be in one Christmas bazaar. That's a full two-day event for Christmas. I emailed them and I'm like, I know it's pretty late because it's December, so it's literally in like 3 weeks. And I was like, is there any chance that you can fit me in? I just moved here. And they're like, yeah, send us an application, we'll get you in. So I'm gonna be sending in my invoice today, and I will be a part of that. And then another market I really wanna do sent me some resources to help me, because I need to get my kitchen certified in order to get my application even processed. So they sent me a couple commercial kitchens to get documentation from so that I can get into the market and still be able to get in soon, basically. So.
And you got your food handler's license for Tennessee.
I did. I got my food handler's card and I got my business license application in. So that is processing. And then once that is processed, I have to get a tax number because they have a lot of taxes here. So I have to get my tax number, and then after that I will call the health department and see if they can inspect my kitchen once it's done.
Yay!
So I've got a lot done today. Yeah.
That's a lot. It's been less than 24 hours and we've got all the cabinets painted, and she put the hardware on a lot of the stuff. The doors are over here. And you can't really tell. You okay?
Yeah, just don't stand directly on the sink.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not meant to hold a person.
So it's very hard to tell, but these walls were like kind of a weird lemony sort of yellow, and we're changing them to cream, but they're kind of similar in color, so it's hard to see the difference, but there's a difference right there, if you can see that. So the wall painting is going much faster than the cabinet painting. It's a little concerned.
For sure.
So yeah, that's where we're at. Still working. We were gonna give you a time lapse of us painting, but literally you can't tell the difference.
You literally can't tell the difference
until it dries.
It's dry. My first wedding.
Yay!
Yay!
So what do you have?
So the bride wanted meringue cookies as her dairy and gluten-free option. So I've never made meringue cookies before, so this was kind of fun to learn. I've got lemon, raspberry, and vanilla just went into the oven. So I did some lemon zest on top. We actually peeled apart raspberries and did little bits of raspberries on top of this one. And then the vanilla just has powdered sugar and a little bit of granulated sugar on top, so I'm hoping that kind of crystallizes in there. But yeah, she wanted very muted colors, very muted fall colors. So I did go with like a little bit of a yellow. The raspberry kind of stained it itself, so I just let it do its thing. And then white, obviously, for a wedding. So yeah.
So we got invited by our wonderful realtor, Jessica Frankel, to a Friendsgiving event, which is really cool. We're very excited.
It was so nice of her.
Because we have been meeting the most amazing people, and she's amazing. And so we're looking forward to meeting her friends, and Bailey's making my very favorite cupcakes that has my very favorite frosting. So I don't even like frosting at all. I usually take the frosting off when I'm eating cake, and I could eat this frosting all day. It's so good. So
and they're gluten-free and vegan completely.
Yep. You wouldn't know it. So good. Tell us about yesterday.
Yesterday was an adventure. So it started out a little slow because we weren't in like the best. I mean, I wasn't in the best moods yesterday because I don't like being woken up, and we had the plumber show up at like 8 a.m.
And of course, again today.
Yes.
We had some issues.
So So I'm not a morning person. I try so hard to be, but I'm not a morning person. I'm a morning person after I've had like 4 cups of coffee, then I'm amazing. But as we started to go along, we decided we really wanted to go try out a couple thrift stores in the area and see if we could find any like cool finds for the house or anything like that.
After you dropped off?
Yes. So we had to drop off the meringues to the caterer, Karen, for the wedding. That's today. She's setting up today. See, isn't that so cute? I love that. I love that. All right.
It sings to you.
Yes, I love it. It's nice. So we had to drop off stuff to Karen, and we went and kind of hung out with her a little bit, and she was telling us all about like what she does and all the things that she's had to work on and everything. And she asked me to bring her a stack of business cards, and at first I was like, I don't understand why you need business cards at the wedding, because the last thing guest wants to do is see business cards. I don't know. But I brought them to her, and she said it's because she's going to give them to all of the wedding venues that she caters at and all of the other bakers she works with, and she's going to offer me as an option to all of her brides that she works on. And she's booked out through the rest of the year and well into next year already. And she's been juggling. She works at the Cancer Institute at UT, so she is fully booked. She barely has time to sleep. She's juggling that and catering, and she's just a rock star. And she was gonna do all that for me, and then she even like offered to be like my Tennessee mom while my parents were at home getting ready to move out here. And so it was just a really nice conversation, and she's super supportive. And everybody in Tennessee is just so supportive. Like everybody out here, everybody understands that there's enough success to go around that everybody can have a little bit of it. Like there doesn't need to be like a monopoly of anything. Like everybody can succeed, everybody can have a good life, and that's just the way it is out here. And every person that we've come across, like even we went to a little boutique store called Fig & Co. I will tag them because they are the cutest. Just the girls who work there like listened to our story and asked questions, and they were so supportive. One of them even high-fived me to congratulate me on working on a wedding 2 weeks into living here. And there are just so many people in this city just want to support you, just want to be happy, and it's just such a great place so far. I love it. I have been smiling ear to ear ever since we leave the house. Every time we come home or work on a project, I just feel so good inside.